Welcome, folks, to this week's Artists on Art. I am your host, Nada Milkovich. I have the wonderful pleasure of introducing to you all today so many beautiful, fabulous artists here, locals to Santa Cruz County. Up first, I'm going to be speaking with the dancers in the new piece called Tierra, Pura. They are dancers, and I'm here with the choreographer, who's also an artist in residence at the Tannery World Dance and Cultural Center, Jessa DeLancey. And then in the second half, I'm going to be talking to some fabulous artists who are going to be a part of this Saturday night's Santa Cruz Art Fashion Show. But first up, we've got the beautiful Jessa DeLancey. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Jessa is, as I said, a homegrown artist here in Santa Cruz, and are you the first?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to have to call Kat Willis here and find out, is she the first artist in residence? It's the first one I've heard about, so it must be. No.
I know that last summer they had a company called Future Point from Rochester, New York.
They came in, yeah, and they did a workshop, and I took it, and it was fabulous, and but now it's this summer, and it's Jessa DeLancey, and just coming off of one of the best couple of days I've had the pleasure to live through is the Santa Cruz Ethnic Festival, dance festival that happened Saturday and Sunday last week. If you missed it, folks, next year you don't want to miss it, because it was like sitting in a chair and going around the world. It was amazing. There were dance performances on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There was Cambodian dancing. There was like the biggest hula dance I've ever seen. It was like 100 dancers or something.
It's a spectacular festival.
It was 3 hula schools got together and did one song together. And then there was Indian dancing and temple Indian dancing. There was belly dancing. There was oh my gosh, it was fabulous. And then on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the last class was actually ended at 7 p.m., all day free dance classes.
So great what Kat Willis and Jennifer have been doing down there.
That's right. Big shout out to Jennifer Radakovich and Kat Willis for the phenomenal resource that they are, and the dance that we have. I mean, it's just incredible. We are like sitting in an ocean of incredible dancing, and yes. I feel so blessed.
I agree. Their work totally enriches our community.
And Jessa DeLancey is going to be delivering a performance that you choreographed, that you created.
Yeah, you can call me Jessa.
Jessa?
Yeah.
And it's happening Saturday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. and Sunday, October 4th at 4 p.m. at the Tannery World Dance and Cultural Center.
Correct, yeah.
And are we going to use the outdoor space again?
We're going to be inside the studio. We're going to transform the studio into a little theater for you guys.
Oh, it's going to be fabulous. And it is Tierra, Pura, Corazon del Bosque.
Yes, which translates to pure earth, heart of the forest.
Tierra Pura, pure earth, Corazon del Bosque, heart of the forest. And Jessa is here today with Charley Fierro. Give us a hello, Charley.
Hello, Charley.
Maybe a little bit louder.
Hi, this is me, Charley.
And Charley is dancing?
Yes, I'm one of the many beautiful, talented dancers that we have working on the show.
And Inbar Vanek?
Hello there.
Inbar is also dancing. And so, Jessa, tell us about the piece.
So, Tierra Pura is a big collaboration between 16 local dancers and 5 local musicians. I got the urge to make a dance show and went about what it requires to do that. And in the process, I got support from the Arts Council of Santa Cruz County and partnered with Kat Willis at the Tannery World Dance and Cultural Center. And the show, basically, I came in with certain ideas that I wanted to explore, but most of the decision making and the artistic process happened collaboratively. And through our work, we began rehearsing in June together, and through our work, we came up with several themes. And one of the strong themes of the show is the forest. And so that's how we came up with the title of the piece, which means pure earth, and the subtitle is Heart of the Forest. Charley, do you want to say anything about this work?
Well, the process so far has just been amazing. The support that I've gotten from all the dancers is just, I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to dance with and see on a regular basis. We usually come into rehearsal, we say hi to each other, and we hug each other. Everybody there is just really loving and supportive. And we usually have a little talk in the beginning, and we talk about the themes. And early on, Jessa, asked for our input pretty early on what the themes that we wanted to explore, the kind of movement we wanted. And it's really a great mix of people. Everybody has different dance backgrounds, and we all are talented in our own unique way, and it's really cool to see a show unfold with such a diverse pool of technique.
Absolutely. Both Charley and Inbar have choreographed pieces for this show also. So whereas I did most of the choreographing and also facilitating creating work where we all came up with movement, and then someone had to make decisions as to what direction we were going to go. But in addition to that, Charley choreographed a piece in the show, and also Inbar did. So I'm really excited to share their work also with the public and with the community.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's truly a collaborative endeavor.
Truly. Yeah.
Yes, I totally feel like this has created a community. I feel like all the dancers together are unified, and whenever we dance, it's like we dance as one.
Oh, wow. That sounds really intimate. And how many dancers are there?
There are 15 other dancers besides myself. We are in the age of technology, folks.
Yeah.
So there is myself and 15 other dancers.
And are you all pretty well acquainted with each other?
Actually, to varying degrees. Some of the dancers, this is the first time they've met through this project. About 8 or 9 of the 15 dancers I met through dancing at Cabrillo College. And the other 8 I met through either working with them in the community or being fans of theirs, seeing them perform over the years. So several of the people, this is the first time they met through this project.
Wow, and they're all local?
Pretty much from different places, but all of the 16 dancers live locally here in Santa Cruz, yes.
Do you know of any other place that has as many dancers? It's like we have so many musicians.
We are very lucky to have so many amazing dancers and musicians in our town. Probably the San Francisco Bay Area and, the New York area are probably...
Yeah, and we've got Cabrillo just pumping out the great dancers, and
yes,
a really...
Cabrillo is a wonderful program
very
to support
strong.
dancers.
Yeah, Sid Perlman's been on many times, and it's just incredible, the talent both in the teaching and then, of course, up here at UCSC, it's over the top, the teachers that we have here on campus.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is that where Inbar, is that where you studied?
I took a lot of dance classes here in UCSC, but also in the community. And
yeah, all 3 of us are graduates of UC Santa Cruz.
Oh, welcome back, alum.
Thank
We're
you.
all dancing slugs.
You're all dancing slugs, which who would have imagined that
yes.
It's possible, folks.
And Inbar, when she was a student here, she danced with the Ballet Folklorico Company, the Mexican folkloric dance. So she brings that training into our show, and it's been an amazing contribution.
And, I also danced for ISO, the Indian Student Organization, So that's where my dance training began here in Santa Cruz.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I feel like the show really brings out every dancer's strengths and to the table.
Yeah.
And do you feel like that was facilitated by your collaborative process?
I think so. I kept telling the dancers, I really want to hear your voices, like, please give me your feedback, But also just having worked with or known all the dancers previously, I've seen them shine really brightly in moments, and I kind of knew that they were capable of really incredible expression. So I kind of worked with the idea of trying to allow each dancer's unique and true voice or expression come out through the work. And it's really amazing. We have dancers who, are hip-hop dancers. We have dancers who are flamenco dancers. We have dancers who are Mexican folkloric dancers. We have belly dancers. We have African dancers.
Ballet.
We have ballet dancers. We have contemporary dancers. I don't know if there's a single genre that we
We may not have tap dance.
Yeah, but I mean, folklorico
have,
has a lot of foot patterns,
yeah.
and flamenco. Yeah, but we just have so many diverse styles that we're pulling from. Misha Scott is also performing in our show, and she is incredible.
And the angels sing. Misha Scott, if you don't know who she is, folks, she's one of the most phenomenal dancers who's here in our community.
She is. We are so lucky to have her here, sharing her teaching and her performing with
She's
us.
going to be performing in a first Saturday, I think, of November with Tandy Beals. October.
Yeah. And I'm also a dancer in that show with
Are
her,
you?
too. Yeah, the 10th of October, we'll be performing at the Vets Hall.
And that's Art Smart?
That's part of the Art Smart program.
Tandy Beal program.
The first Saturday concert series, family concert series, yeah.
And she is starting that up again. We did it in the spring. Now we're doing it in the fall. This is Tandy's 40th anniversary for Tandy Beal and Company. A phenomenal force and dancer extraordinaire.
I danced in Tandy Beal's Listening to the Earth when I was probably like 5 years old. So
she was my first. I took my first dance class here at UCSC with Tandy Beal.
Tandy, and the angels sing again with Tandy Beal. Not only, so Jessa DeLancey, we've been talking about your newest piece coming out, Tierra, Pura, Corazon del Bosque, which is happening Saturday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. and Sunday, October 4th at 4 p.m. So not only did you allow
at the Tannery World Dance and Culture Center.
Thank you very much, which is located at 1060 River Street, in studio number 111. There is a ticket price, and you can get your tickets at tierrapura.brownpapertickets.com. You'll be able to get them there. You can also go to the Tannery Arts World Center website.
TanneryWorldDance.com. And also you can find us on Facebook if you search for Tierra Pura.
And that's TIERRAPURA. You also, so you gave voice to dancers.
Yes.
For non-dancers, it's a little hard to get our minds wrapped around, but I can imagine you're facilitating the dancer's individual style and, like you're saying, the different...
Yeah, and one of the things that I was interested in working with was the power of using words and poetry in combination with movement and dance to express ideas or to bring the audience into certain ideas.
And you did this in collaboration with Debbie Gonzalez?
Correct, yeah. We have a few poems in the show, and one is an original poem by Debbie Gonzalez that's titled Alas, which means wings. Debbie is also a local poet, a local artist, born and raised in Santa Cruz County. And I connected with their work through the art bars, weekly poetry open mics Unfortunately, the art bar is no longer open, but they still are having their weekly poetry events there in the courtyard for now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I was wondering, thank you for telling us,
Yes.
Jessa. So if you're interested in doing spoken word, you can still do it live and you can hear local.
Yeah, they have a free poetry workshop Mondays at 4 and open mic at 6. So I met Devi through that and kind of asked if I could do some movement to one of their poems, and it became a big theme in our show. And one of the creative processes that we used was like doing writing exercises with all the dancers, and then kind of creating movement in that space from that space that we created the writing from individually, and then filming that movement and putting it away, and then I would go back and look through it and decide what movement, whose movement I wanted to combine with whose, kind of edit and bring that in. So that was another way that we used words and the power of word to create material for the show.
Wow. Jessa DeLancey, she's not just a choreographer, she's also a curator, editor. I was seeing you editing these pieces together and composing, actually.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Composing the movements together with the words, and what an amazing layering of different styles of expressing yourself.
Yeah, it's been a big exploration of different methods of creating work.
She also has an amazing voice, by the way, which you may or may not hear at the show.
Well, every time we sing for the angels, I'm noticing.
Yeah, I got my degree here from UCSC in classical voice performance. I graduated in 2008, so in addition to dancing, singing is a big passion of mine.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let's just mention a couple other of the guests.
Yes, please.
Jessa DeLancey. We also have some guest artists, LA-based musician and capoeirist.
Capoeirista, yes. Khalil Cummings is traveling all the way up from Los Angeles to join us. I've been wanting to work with him for a little over a year, and finally it's happening. I'm super excited to have him in town and share his contributions with the community.
Will he be throwing out some capoeira?
It is possible. You might
Right
see some capoeira.
That's what we want. Baltimore-based musician, composer, computer programmer Justin Porter.
Yes, this is an incredible artist, composer I just met this summer at UCSC. I was contacted by a man who was getting his PhD when I was an undergrad in the music department, and he said, hey, there's a student in this seminar that's doing a project about turning movement into music, and he's written a computer program. Would you like to come and perform his presentation with him? I said, yeah, that sounds super interesting. I'll be there. And I met Justin about 2 minutes before we performed, and I got to, play with his device, which is basically, it's an iPhone that has location detection data on it, and then it's connected via Wi-Fi to his computer program that he writes. And my understanding is he writes a separate program for each piece that he has a concept for. And then the dancer holds the iPhone, and as they move, it creates music in real time that you are dancing with and reacting to. Super interesting. So he's contributing 2 pieces to our show, and he's traveling out here from Baltimore to perform with us.
Wow, from Baltimore. And then we also have live music. So you'll be able to hear locally based musicians. We have Sam Zimmerman.
Yes, Sam Zimmerman, Scott Willis, Nathan Kosovar, and Babakar Baye. And they are extremely wonderful, talented musicians who I feel super lucky, so lucky to work with. They've just been joining us the last couple weeks, and they really bring it.
Yeah. We had a rehearsal last night or yesterday with them playing, and it's really coming together. It just transformed everything.
Nice. And so we've got Sam Zimmerman and Nathan Kosovar and
Babakar Baye and Scott Willis. You'll hear instruments ranging from African drums, dunduns, djembes, to the cajon, to guitar, to bass, to saxophone, to glockenspiel, and more. So there'll be a plethora of sounds for you to enjoy.
Right on. All right, so that's what we've been talking about, folks. Tierra, Pura, happening October 3rd and October 4th at the Tannery World Dance and Cultural Center Studio. That's at the Tannery Art Center right here on River Street. And Jessa DeLancey, thank you so much for coming into the show and talking about your piece. I hope you'll have many more.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really looking forward to sharing our work with the community, and look forward to 2 nights of great dancing. Yeah.
And then Inbar Vanek, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And, of course, Charley Fierro.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. I've been trying to get this song up, but it's not going to happen. So we're going to listen to a little more Cesaria Evora. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to be listening to, or talking with, Amber Young and Kem about Ragged Thistle, the art that they make with textiles. And stay tuned, everybody.
Thank you, Nada.
Thank you, Jessa. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see your piece.
Great.